Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher Realms video. Today I am doing my very first tier list, and technically it is your tier list. So I basically took some time to develop a tool on my spreadsheet that allows you to go through and see a bunch of information like cost and revival time, and if they're ranged or not, and some other information about them. And while I was doing that, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna spend like 20 hours and copy the in-game ratings into a spreadsheet as well. So this will give you basically a player tier list. Now again, these are not perfect, these are just random people rating them, but this is going to be the base for my tier list. So what I'm going to do now is, now that I have all this data in here, I'm going to go through and I'm going to adjust it to what I think is correct, and the heroes that I haven't tested I'll leave as a player rating, and for the ones I've tested and think they're different than the rating, I will change them. So that's how I'm going to develop my first tier list. The link is below if you want to take a look at this tool. Let's begin. So very first thing, let me kind of move myself a little bit out of the way here, and let me pull out my sheet. So okay, on my spreadsheet, link in the description, you can go to this tier list, player tier list right in the middle, and you can get a bunch of information here. So, and there's also all sorts of filters. So say I want to look at only legendary heroes, I can do this, and then I can say, all right, who is the best legendary in the entire game according to the players? And it is Hatsoot. Number 1 legendary in the game. Number 2 is Araka. Number 3 is Leia. Then Twin Feed, Comet, Morrigan, Aspan. Number 7 in the entire game. Wow, look at that. And then the worst in the entire game is Volca, which is the one from the campaign quest. Shamir is also the worst. And we got Azor, Crack, Ezrin, Salazar down here. Wow, that is... obviously, these are not going to be perfect. This is player rankings. So, some people may just only have that hero and they put the best gear on them and they're like, oh, this is the best hero in the game. You know what I mean? So take it with a grain of salt for sure. But I thought it was just kind of a useful tool for a number of reasons, right? Because you can kind of see, oh, is the hero AoE? What is their main stat? Attack, HP, etc. Pretty much everyone is attack in the attack, but like for healers, for example, I got Sadie on here. She's HP scaling. Now, so it's kind of just a useful tool. You can say, oh, what is the best, what's the best lord in the game? Okay, so I'm going to go rarity. I'm going to do epic and legendary. What is the best lord in the game according to the players? And that's going to be Araka. Araka, I guess, and then Leia, Twin Fiend, Raiden, Morrigan, actually down here number 5. That really surprises me. You can see there's not a huge difference between a lot of these as far as points is concerned. So, I mean, these are like 0.02 apart from each other, right? So there's not a big difference, but I just did 0 out of 5, just like in-game stuff. I'll also keep on adding heroes to this as I go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this tab into a new one, and I'm gonna start making my own tier list. But I thought this was kind of just a very useful tool for a lot of people. If I want to go back here and remove all my filters, if I want to say, okay, I'm looking to improve in Gear Raid 1. So what I can do is I can say, what are the best heroes in Gear Raid 1? Hatsoot, Leia, interesting, Leia, Morrigan, Twin Fiend, Nyx, Vierna, Vortex, Greed. These kind of definitely surprised me a little bit. They definitely surprised me. I would expect Morrigan and where is Zillatu is up here. Where is frickin' Zealous? Is Zealous not on here? Is Zealous not on here? Where's Zealous? Zealous. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, do I not have Zealous on here? Zealous. There he is, way down there. Wow, that surprises me. Gear Raid 1, he's only got a 4 rating. Okay. All right. Zealous is quite good in there. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and spend some time modifying this because this is not very accurate as it stands. But I thought it'd be kind of a fun exercise. Looking back on it, me spending like literally 20 hours going through all this to get this information, I don't know that it was that worth it for me to do this, but you know, another thing you can do is you can organize anything in here. So say I want to know who is the lowest cost heroes in the game. You got Dolores cost 5, Sadie cost 9, and then you got a bunch of marksmen that are right at the 11 mark. You got a couple fighters that are 11. Dallin, she's a cost generator, she's 11, you know what I mean? So there's some good information here if you want to check revival rating. There's not many that have a different revival. There's literally, is there only one person? No, there's 2. Oh, I don't have rares in here. So I know there's one rare that has a lower revival cost, revival time, sorry. Yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff in here. Mess around with it. Links in the description as always. I will not add rares to this. I don't think people are really spending a lot of time building rares, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to a new sheet here. We're going to hit duplicate, and here we go. And then this is going to be, this is going to start my tier list, and I'm going to go through and I'm just going to edit this so that I agree with it, right? So I'm going to go through for all the ones that I've tested. We're going to go through and put ratings for each of them. Now I'm going to do, I am going to do end game tier list, okay? So we're going to go end game tier list, and I'm gonna start modifying this one, so stay tuned for that. I will go through and spend some time doing this. If you want to use this, I put a note up here, just say if you want to use the filters, just save a copy, right? So just hit file, make a copy, save it on your computer, and then you can go ahead and edit whatever you want. You can mess around in here, you can, you know, see what type of whatever lords we have for each faction or whatever you want to do. I gotta find a way to do faction 1 and faction 2 into one thing so that it's sortable. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm gonna have to do some research for that, but I thought it was just kind of a cool tool. I spent a lot of time building it, so I hope you guys like it. So, all right, pretty cool. In-game player list. Maybe I'll make like an actual visual tier list using this, but I don't know. I'll probably wait till I have my own tier list because I don't want to spend a lot more time on this one. There's a bunch of good stuff in here, though. If you're like, I have a bunch of random tips in here. I have like some of the codes that we've gotten recently. I've been tracking drop rates for quite some time. So this is kind of another one I'd like to spend some time on real quick before I finish the video. This one is kind of important as well. So if you're really curious, you know, does the EX2 or level 15 drop better mythic extracts, for example? You can see level 15 seems to drop double the amount of mythic extracts as EX2. Now, I will say I need a lot of data to make sure this is 1000%, right? I have 100 runs of each, which is a decent amount of data, but I would really want a couple hundred of each before I'm totally sure. But you can see like legendary extracts, you want to farm EX2. Mythic extract, you want to farm level 15. Now, obviously you want purple. If you want purple mats, you're going to farm EX2. If you want only gold mats, you're going to farm level 15, because you can see you get double the amount of gold mats in level 15 than you do in EX2. So if you're trying to farm only gold mats and only mythic extract, you're going to farm 15, which is kind of surprising in my opinion. But I also went through and did some of the gear dungeons. So stage 18 is what I finally am able to do on Gear Raid 2. And you can see that you actually do get more red gear than stage 17, for example. And you have a little bit higher chance of getting ancient pieces. Obviously, I'm going to have to do a lot of runs to be able to tell you, you know, the actual drop rate of ancient red gear, right? But you can see Gear Raid 18, it does seem to be giving me a lot more. Look at this. I haven't even got a mythic from 17, which is kind of funny with 150 runs. Excuse me. So same thing up here. I did Gear Raid 1-18 for a while, and I have some stuff in there. If you just want to, if you're like looking through your characters, for example, you're trying to remember which ones are fusion heroes, you can go here and see all the fusions. If you want to see how much cost it takes to level up artifacts, I'm currently working on that, but red right now is $675, quite expensive. So I got a lot of stuff on here. I got the Isolde stuff and basically how many you can get total, and yeah, a couple stuff like that. I got some We're going to delete that because there's nothing in there. I was messing around with that. I'm trying to find some good value packs in here, but that's a work in progress. And I have a little thing to track my pity. So that's a work in progress as well. I might make some sort of a calculator so you can easily find what your pity is. But okay, that's pretty much it for the video. I just wanted to show you all the time I've spent on this tool. And if you guys want to use it, feel free. Link is in the description as always. I thought it'd be kind of cool. I was just curious what the people thought of the heroes in the game and what they're thinking versus, you know, like Bucket has his own tier list, for example, and website and everything, so that's pretty cool. But I was just kind of curious how the people view everyone, and I wanted to show some other stuff like drop rates on my spreadsheet. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.